Located on 225 acres in Garden City, Long Island, Nassau Community College, a member of the State University of New York system, has close to 20,000 students attend the school each year. The college mascot is Leo the Lion, and these are his stories of the school's absolute best and brightest who have graduated over the past 50-plus years. So let's catch up together as the Alumni Association of Nassau Community College proudly presents Lion Tales on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Welcome to Lion Tales, powered by Nassau Community College Foundation. My name is Aurora Workman. I am president of the Nassau Community College Alumni Association. I'm here with my friend and co-host, Dr. Lynnda Nadien, a proud graduate of Nassau Community College, and together we'll share stories that will inspire, uplift, and often amuse you.
Each week, Aurora and I will introduce you to alumni of Nassau Community College interested in sharing their experience here at Nassau Community College, along with the secrets to their success.
On behalf of the Alumni Association, we want to congratulate our newly installed president and board of directors. We expect a great year of alumni happenings and contacts made with any alums.
Look for many new and exciting events on the Alumni Association social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and our web pages at www.nassaucommunitycollege.edu/alumni. If you, our listening audience, has any positive news you would like to share about Nassau Community College alumni, engagements, births, graduations, weddings, and or accolades, email us at alumni@nassaucommunitycollege.edu and we will shout you out.
Well, today's guest is Nigel Dunkley, a professional ventriloquist. For the past 10 years, he began performing in subways and earned a global following. Nigel transitioned his act to a platform for stand-up and hit the grand stage on Showtime at the Apollo and the Steve Harvey Show. Nigel is a proud alum of Nassau Community College. Welcome to Lion Tales, Nigel Dunkley, class of 2006. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. Great to have you.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for having me.
So tell us about your decision to attend Nassau Community College at the very beginning of your career.
Well, it was not too far from home, and it was a great college from what I researched with alums such as Billy Crystal and Eddie Murphy in my field of comedy and entertainment. I wanted to be part of the, that company. Yeah. And I had a few friends who also attended that school, and I decided just to, take a chance and, study theater and get, open my mind to what it had to offer.
Yeah, and what were some of your favorite courses that you were taking?
I remember taking dance class. I had a professor named, I think his name was Professor Tim. He's very unique and a very animative mind, and he was always encouraged me to express myself. And the theater classes there were very engaging, and I won't forget those people there also. And that was my first taste after high school, being on the stage and, getting my feet wet in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, which is a difficult industry to break in. So talk about when you hit the grand stage, what was that like?
Man, it was phenomenal, man. I gotta admit, it was overwhelming because I had family and friends who always believed in me, and they knew that they would come. But inside my mind, I was like, wow, I really gotta do this. And when I went to Apollo the very first time in 2011, when I auditioned, they were blown away. But when I went on stage, it was a different animal because I didn't do what I did at the audition. It was a good act, but I didn't have that fire that really what I thought would win the competition. So I took a step back and just, did my own thing for a while. And then when I went back, it was great because I won first place the first round. But then I lost my footing during the second round, and I tried something new, but I forgot that I got to stick to what they know I do, but sneak into new things. You can't try a brand new thing. It's going to catch people off guard, and they will lose their taste, you know? So I'm learning and reading and writing.
Yeah, when they say stick to the script, those things must be true then, correct?
Yes, indeed. Yeah. It has to be. You have to do that.
Yeah. And so when did you realize that performing was your passion?
Man, I realized performing was my passion at a young age. And I remember kindergarten and, you know, always expressing myself in those classes and show and tell. And you know, in my church where I attended, you know, we had a chance to, you know, do plays and pageants. Yeah. And I always wanted to be part of the production. And being a family, you know, entertainer, always being a DJ, and, you know, I consider myself in school a quiet class clown. I was a funny guy, but I wasn't that popular, and people always found that to be, you know, endearing of me.
Yeah, I think you find that most performers are relatively shy.
Yeah, that's
right.
And then you never realize it. You might say, "Oh, they're so shy," but then they get up on stage and they belt out a tune, and people are very surprised.
Oh man, we yell, yeah, exactly.
Well, let's shout out your town. You came from Hempstead, New York, and let's shout out your school. What school did you attend?
I attended Uniondale High School.
Yay!
Hey, you strong. We're all, yes, I'm an alum of Uniondale High School myself.
And I am a current employee.
Yes. That's amazing. Awesome. Uniondale, New York. See, we're strong. We have all kinds of performers and celebrities coming out of New York.
And Uniondale is really churning out a lot of talent.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. I heard Buster Rhymes.
Yes.
Yes, that's true.
Used to be at my barbecue.
Yeah.
Wow.
Around the corner from me. Yeah.
Look at that. That's crazy.
So yeah, it's a great way. It's a great town to grow up in. So when you decided to perform, did you do any shows at the school? When we used to have, I don't know. By your year, do we still have drama in Uniondale High when you were there?
When I was in school, I remember, I think it was 12th grade, they had a drama class, and they had a production of Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream. Yeah. And I was a part of that production. But other than that, before I went into acting in school, I was a musician. I played alto saxophone.
Oh. And who was your teacher at the high school? Do you remember?
The band teacher was Mr. Lemmy, passed away.
Oh, yeah, Cedric Lemmy.
Yeah, then I had Mr. Greenberg. Yes, Greenberg was the band teacher.
Well, we're going to come back with some more, but you are listening to Lion Tales on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm Aurora Workman, along with Dr. Lynnda Nadien, and our guest today, Nigel Dunkley, a.k.a. Dr. Gel, a professional ventriloquist, a proud alum of Nassau Community College. So, Nigel, we were just talking about the school and, where you went to school. Now, tell us some of what led you to ventriloquism, because I know and I've read that you had a speech difficulty.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, tell us about that.
Well, growing up, in elementary school, I remember going to speech therapy class because every now and then I would get choked up. My words wouldn't enunciate. I had a problem with that. And I had a tough time, being understood, especially when I get emotional. So I recall that. So I said, you know what, let me try to do something else that didn't require me doing too much talking. So I saw when YouTube first started back in, I think, 2005 it started. I watched YouTube videos of ventriloquists. I remember, of course, there's Jeff Dunham and other ones like Willie Tyler and Lester and other ones from back in the day. And I remember going to the school library and also reading in my library at home a book about ventriloquism. And my earliest memories was being a Cub Scout, and they had a talent show. And I made a handmade puppet out of a glove. from the kitchen. And I did a little routine with that. So this helped me, I guess, come out of my shell and have more confidence with performing in public and just putting on a show. So since then, ventriloquism has been like my therapy of getting out there.
Okay, well, tell us about Cindy.
Oh, Cindy Hot Chocolate, that's my primary character. I had her for about 10 years now, and I gotta say, she's evolved from her very first time I had her perform, and I based her on close friends of mine, particularly a girl I used to talk to, and I always stay in touch with that person to get more, more meat to the character. And I based her, on the Brooklyn girl, sassy, not afraid to talk. I made her to be an Aquarius, matter of fact. Her birthday is February 15th. And to give her more solid foundation. Yeah. And she's been, she's everybody's favorite because I had her the longest. And people love to see her talk and speak her mind, especially when I do my, a live performance. I close my act with her dancing to a popular song. And, the way I manipulate her movements, people are very a fan of that.
It's so funny because I do know a few people that work as ventriloquists, and they always have the one favorite puppet. My friend Bob's favorite is Danny, and he always brings down the house at the end of the show.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have your main puppet.
Right, exactly. That signature character that everybody can recall you from.
Well, I hope we can hear her, during this broadcast.
It's funny. People always call me to do an act to speak to her. Let me get her up.
Yeah, and speaking, talking about Willie, Tyler, and Lester, like when I was younger, that's somebody that was my first introduction to that type of entertainment. And I always loved that puppet so much. And my husband ended up finding one on eBay about 10 years ago, and he bought it for me.
Really?
And if Willie Tyler comes to the school and does a presentation, it's like $35,000 to get him to come in, but he's still working and he's pretty active.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, they have a convention every, I think, in July. I haven't gone to one yet, but I plan to go one of these years.
Yeah, that sounds so good.
That would be very interesting to be in a place of ventriloquism.
Yeah, to meet the heroes of ventriloquism.
That would be so interesting.
I was also a fan of, I didn't realize she was a ventriloquist, but Shari Lewis, who did Lamb Chop.
With Lamb Chop. I used to watch that show every morning.
Yeah,
oh, my God.
Every morning. Saturday morning, I think she came on.
Yep.
But then, when we were little, they only showed it like once a week. But then, now that you probably can see, but that puppet was so famous. And you can still buy them now. Amazon has them. And
Yeah. I think currently her daughter has taken up the mantle, and now she performs the character now.
Oh, her daughter does? Oh, my goodness.
So amazing.
Mallory, I think her name is. Yeah, she does it now. She performs now.
And I've seen, so many children that I work with that are extremely shy, but when you give them puppets, they seem to go right into the character.
Even, it's so true. A lot of ventriloquists have that story. I think the winner of America's Got Talent a couple of years ago, the young girl from Oklahoma. Yeah, she mentioned that it helped her kind of out of her show, It's
well, when we return, we hope to...
You are listening to Lion Tales. Today's guest is Nigel Dunkley, a professional ventriloquist and performer and a proud alum of Nassau Community College. My name is Lynnda Nadien, along with Aurora Workman, on the voice of Nassau Community College 90.3 WHPC.
Are you struggling with vision loss as you get older? Do you have a child who is blind or losing their vision? Are you a blind person wondering how you'll succeed in school, at work, or as a parent? We can help. The National Federation of the Blind knows that blindness doesn't have to keep you from living the life you want. We invite you to learn more about us and how we can help at nfb.org. The National Federation of the Blind. Live the life you want.
Welcome back to Lion Tales, powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation, on the voice of Nassau Community College 90.3 WHPC. I'm your host, Dr. Lynnda Nadien, along with Aurora Workman, and our guest today is Nigel Dunkley, a professional performer and ventriloquist, aka Dr. Gel.
Okay, we were talking about Cindy and your signature puppet. So tell us something about her. We've learned she's from Brooklyn. She's sassy.
Yeah. She can be known to have a very, I guess, harsh attitude. At certain times, though, she's a sweetheart at heart, but she's known to not take any nonsense. But she loves to, she can be picky, but she loves to hug people. And I noticed that it makes people's day. I do at a street performing every now and then when it's nice outside. And people just go crazy because they relate to her, especially young kids, when they see a puppet talking and they don't understand how it's happening. They get sucked in and they want to see so much more,
That's
It's so rewarding when I see the people's faces.
Yeah, and so when you're performing on television, tell us a little bit about that behind the scenes piece of it and how you would go about, being on a show and how that transpires for you.
Well, behind the scenes, it was so cool because they had, on the Steve Harvey show, I had my own dressing room and they showed me where to go and to relax and where to set up my things. They had rehearsal for me before the actual episode came on TV, and after the performance, they had me take a little photo shoot.
Nice.
And it happened so fast. I didn't get to really, encounter him backstage.
Yeah.
Or talk to him because he was so busy running around about. But just being there was just rewarding because I knew it would happen one day. I just didn't know when it would happen,
Yeah.
And go ahead.
And did they pay you?
For the episode on TV, no, but they paid me for this Showtime appearance.
Yes.
Because that was something extra that I didn't really see coming.
Yes.
He invited me to perform as his guest entertainer on that show, not as a competitor, but as his invited guest. So that appearance, I was paid, yes.
Yeah, that's great. And then do you have to join unions or any of the, fellowships for acting or SAG or any of those things?
I didn't know. I didn't follow through with anything like that. I just, just been busy working my local shows in my, local neighborhood. And even out in the city, in Brooklyn and some places out of state. Like I've been to Baltimore a couple months ago, but I haven't nothing like to that level of being under a union.
Right. Yeah.
Tell us about being the subway Cupid.
Oh, Subway, man! Subway is nowadays is not that easy because it's so packed on the subways, with rush hour, what happened, whatnot. But when I first started on the subway, I said, hey, why not? New York City, there's a lot of different characters you see. Why not have a ventriloquist on the platform and just do his shtick? And one day I took it out with a couple of my friends, and we just did it. There was no cameras around to record me because, I just did it for, just to try it out for fun. And I kept on doing it, and people started taking notice. And, people took their cell phones out and took videos of me and posted me on social media. And people to this day recognize me. I go outside now, anywhere, to the supermarket, or I go to Walmart or whatever. They say, hey, aren't you the guy with the puppet? I seen you on
Right,
it's crazy.
Because you're on YouTube, the model pranksters did the YouTube.
And, it's been a while since I did a video on my own, but a lot of folks take me on their cell phone and they send a picture, a link, and they tag me in it. So, that way people know who it is.
Yeah, and that seems to be the way that now with social media, a lot of performers are getting their breaks because of that. And even a lot of the daytime talk show hosts like, Steve Harvey and Ellen, they're all, always looking for something more original and exciting for the guests.
And they do, and they take them right off of YouTube or Facebook. Or I'm like, I saw that person on Facebook.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
So why the name Dr. Gel?
Dr. Gel, it goes to the homage that, the whole saying that laughter is the best medicine. Mm-hmm. And I spell it the word doctor, the word DOCTA, because that goes back to my beginnings of not, saying words correctly. Mm-hmm. But I use that spelling that's to stay unique. So doctor is, that title of laughter is the best medicine. And Gel is just short for my name, Nigel. My mom called me Gel when I was younger. She does every now and then. Call me Gel or Jelly Bean, but that's, little
that's so
family
sweet.
name. And in retrospect, I was looking up, just on my spare time, the prefix Gelos in Greek means to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's so interesting.
Gelotology, I believe, is the study of laughter and its effects on the human body. So, it all makes sense now.
Oh, yeah, that's very spiritual, too, because probably, deep down subconsciously, you may have known that, and then now it has manifested itself. That's really amazing.
Yeah, so it's stuck now, I'm happy for my parents for naming me Nigel. It all comes full figure now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And for allowing you to, express yourself and overcome, in the speech impediments, which is great. There's a lot of people out there that's hearing you now, and they're like, I need to do something. I want to do something.
Yeah, and so many kids get inspired by that because most children that are classified now usually have speech and language issues that, can be remedied. And, some of the techniques that you use will help them as well, which, you see even speech therapists use a lot of those techniques to, have people enunciate and articulate a little bit better as children.
Right.
And we'll be right back. And we hope when we come back, we're waiting to hear from Cindy, Miss Hot Chocolate. But you are listening to Lion Tales on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. My name is Aurora Workman, along with Dr. Lynnda Nadien. And our guest today is Nigel Dunkley, professional performer and ventriloquist, a.k.a. Dr. Gel, and a proud alumni of Nassau Community College. So, as we were talking and we were waiting for Cindy to arrive.
Yeah.
What are some other things that you're aspiring to do?
Well, I'm inspired to do a lot of traveling. I hope I get the chance to travel the world. I'm on the phone. Okay. Sorry, excuse me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a chance to travel the world and to travel the country, to travel neighborhoods and do school programs and do, motivational speaking and just entertain the masses, somehow have a class, tell my story, and definitely want to give back to my community, Unionville, Hempstead, and just uplift them and act and definitely make a name for where I've been, give back to
absolutely
where I started. And definitely, hopefully, one day, get into movies because, at the end of the day, acting was my first love.
Right.
So, maybe have a cameo or get back into the acting field and do comedies or drama.
That'd be wonderful.
I did poetry a couple of years ago too. So,
and do you actively audition now? Are you interested in that as well? Going on open auditions.
I would be interested in. I would. Yeah, I haven't done it recently, but I would. I wouldn't. It wouldn't hurt to do that because I do every now and then when they have plays. In my, churches or community,
yes.
I audition and do, small minor roles or side characters.
Yes.
But it's been a while since I actually, because I've been so involved with my own production.
Mm-hmm.
I've been just stuck with writing scripts and routines for my characters and making my show more wider, so that way it'll be more open to any audience.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been really focused on that. But definitely, I wouldn't mind auditioning in an acting role in any type of form.
That would be great. Well, so is Miss Cindy with you?
Yes, she's here. Cindy Hot Chocolate.
Hello?
Hi, Cindy. How are you?
What's going on? I got a stretch. Good morning. Hi.
Hi. You're on Lion Tales, and thank you for being here.
Cindy.
Huh? Oh, snap. Hi. This is crazy. This is awesome. Who are you?
Aurora Workman. I'm the president of the Alumni Association for Nassau Community College. Yes.
Nice to meet you.
We're so excited to have you on our show today.
This is awesome. Okay.
You're our favorite puppet.
Oh, man, I feel good, too. I just had a long night last night.
Sound like it. You got to slow that roll.
I got to get ready to get out of here and do my show on the street again,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking a moment to say hello to our audience, and we know that you have a Facebook page, so we'll make sure that we go there.
Yes.
Yeah. Check it out. Cindy Hot Chocolate, Showtime crew. I'm out there doing my thing, and I sound kind of sick. I got a cold from last night. This guy gave me a hug, and he coughed on me.
Well, thank you so much for coming to our show.
Thank you for having me. I love you. Thank you.
Love you
too, Cindy.
Thank you, Nigel, for having Cindy come and say hello to our audience.
Definitely.
That was
it's so cool.
Yes.
So much fun.
So where can we find you? How can people wear you? Facebook, Instagram?
Yeah. I got my Instagram and my Twitter is Dr. Gel. It's spelled DOCTA_GEL. Dr. Gel. I got a Facebook page for my show, Cindy Hot Chocolate Geltown crew, and through those links you can find me. You can find me on YouTube. My whole movement, my whole show is I dubbed it Geltown. That's my name, Gel, GELTOWN. YouTube, Geltown. You find everything. If anything forget, remember the name Cindy Hot Chocolate. You find her, you find me.
Thank you so much.
We want to thank you. We want to thank you for being with us. My name is Dr. Lynnda Nadien, along with my fabulous friend Aurora Workman, president of the Nassau Community College Alumni Association. This show is a production of the Nassau Community College Alumni Association. Visit nassaucommunitycollege.edu/WHPC for more information. Available as a podcast on iTunes, Android Podcasts, and Spreaker. Lion Tales is powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. We'll talk to you next week.